Can you imagine if Paul did that? Let's go back to Jonah. All right? Jonah, he was sent to Nineveh to tell them, hey, don't do this. He didn't want to do it. Finally said, I will do it. He goes to them, and he's like, God's going to destroy you, and he walks out. Can you imagine if he truly cared about those people? But he didn't. And a few years later, they got destroyed again. What if he actually evangelized them and spoke to them with some truth and love? You never know what could have happened. Look what Paul does, right? His spirit's provoked. He's going to like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I need to go help these people. And so he reasoned with them in the synagogues, with the Jews, the devout persons, excuse me, and in the marketplace every day with those who happen to be there. And he spoke the truth of Jesus. And a lot of the people are like, we don't understand this. This is strange teaching and all this different stuff going on. And so what does Paul do? He says, all right, standing up in the middle of the Areopagus, he says, men of Athens, I perceive that in every way you are very religious. Notice how he starts. He doesn't go, men of Athens, you're a bunch of retards, and how dare you do all this stuff. He doesn't do that, okay? Because that's not how we're supposed to approach people, even though I know that's how we want to approach people, okay? But we need to approach them nicely, okay? And he's like, hey, I know you're he gives them a compliment in a roundabout way, okay? They're religious, but wrongly, okay? So he's like, I know you're very religious, and I happen to walk along, and there's an inscription to an unknown God. Let me tell you who that is. And he tells them the truth of Jesus.